Hello, and welcome to the Cinema Slice. My name is Tony Wynn, and you'll notice we've got some extra faces here at the Cinema Slice. We've got my good friend Brady, my
Hello.
co-host here. We've got Avery, and we have Molly. Now we are all employees here in the lovely building on Division Street, and indeed we are a little bit divided in terms of the choices of what we're going to do for you guys, for your entertainment, for our entertainment. As today we are going to talk about the rom-com films and the rom-com film draft in particularly. So I asked you guys all to see if you wanted to participate in here, and each of us have had some experience, more than others, of rom coms. So yeah, let's talk to Molly. Molly, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, I'm Molly Hiley. I work at the front desk here at the TV station, and I'm a mom, so I love romantic comedies, of course. It was a little tough finding my favorite for each category, but I'm excited to share it with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we also have Avery. Avery, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, everybody. I'm in creative services over here at the station, and I would consider myself quite the rom-com aficionado, especially through the 2000s. I'm just always watching rom-coms with my mom and my sister, and I think I've got some oddball choices here, so I'm pretty excited to see what everybody's come up with.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, Brady, what's your experience with rom coms here?
So I'm gonna come clean. It's a bit of a blind spot for me, honestly. I like a lot of movies, but I have seen my fair share, and I have my favorites, no doubt. So I'm excited to, I don't know. There's a few that are maybe gimmies that I might take, but there's also a few sleepers that I might be able to pull out and surprise some folks. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Yeah, I concur. I can also admit that there's plenty of movies that I have seen and didn't even realize it was a rom com. And then whenever here we are trying to pay attention to what is a rom com, how do you define it and what have you, and then just is a romantic film in itself enough to be called a rom com? Well, we need the com part of it, and So that being said, I've seen a lot, but also have not seen enough. So yeah, it'll be interesting, and I think we'll have a good variety of in conversation in terms of how we're going to do this. So I created a little draft here. I think the best way to determine how we're going to fill this thing out is by pretty much figuring out who's going to go first. So, and we'll go in that order from there on out. So I'm going to choose a number randomly from 1 to 100, and we'll just see who's the closest, and then as we go further and further away, we'll determine that as the number. Sound good?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I have chosen the number, and let's see how it goes. Now, I think if it's, would you say that it's fair that I get to go first if nobody chooses within 10?
Works for me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Brady, I'm going to let you go first and
Boy.
make your decision here. I'll write it down
Wide
just in
array.
case.
I'm going 17.
He's
Lucky number
going-
17.
We went 17 with
Going
Brady. All right. Molly?
Mine was 42.
42, she says. Okay. And then Avery.
I'm going to go 73.
And 73. Okay. So, looks like with 42, Molly is going first. Within 10 would be myself, so I'll be going second. Brady would be going third with this 17. And Avery, you're dead last. You're dead last with 73. The number is 45. So,
But this will snake around, so she'll get to go twice. Right?
Correct. So the way we're
Yes.
going, this is technically just the first round, but we're gonna snake through. So we'll go ahead and fill out some of these. So first, it will be Molly. Next will be me. Next will be Brady, and then it will be Avery. But once we get to the next category, Avery will go first, and we'll go back around, and we'll snake like an S. Okay.
Gotcha.
So, so the categories we all decided upon was best couple. We had best meet cute,
Loving me.
best movie adaptation,
Love a movie adaptation.
Yes, that's right.
and then the bittersweet end.
My favorite movie falls into that one.
Oh.
I know.
Okay, so shall we kick this thing off? Molly, tell us what is, in your opinion, or who is the best couple in all of rom-coms?
Sweet Home Alabama was what I had for my best couple because so the movie starts out and she's, engaged to the mayor's son, but the guy she ends up with at the end, they're the best couple. They've been like in love since they were like 3. So it has the best, and they have chemistry. It's the best movie, in my opinion.
Now, Avery, do you concur? Is that a pretty good pick?
My mom loves Sweet Home Alabama. So
Yes.
many a times during my childhood would I walk into the living room and that is on the TV. It's a great one, it's a classic. It's got all the elements there, that push and pull, but it's a good one.
Okay. I remember seeing Sweet Home Alabama when I was younger and thinking, this really isn't for me. So I moved on to other films. But
Makes sense.
tell you what, I'll let you know now, that was not in my list. So you did not take that from me.
Perfect.
Yeah. I don't know. I love some Reese Witherspoon.
Yes.
So it also wasn't on my list, but I think it's a great pick.
Yeah.
Who I did choose as my favorite couple, and I think what does it for me to choose best couple is that I had to like both of them. Usually, in my opinion, in the movies that I've seen, there's usually one guy that's just like don't really like the person. Why are they interested in each other? And like they sort of redeem themselves. I think the best couple should be like, oh, immediately you want these two to be together, like no matter what. And for me, it was There's Something About Mary with Ben
that's a good
Stiller
one.
and Cameron Diaz. And I just absolutely love that movie. The fun of it all, even the way that they meet and everything like that, and just their journey together was a lot of fun. Brady, what do you think?
Yeah, no, it's been a few years since I've seen that, but I remember watching that whenever I was really young and just getting a real kick out of it and laughing nonstop. So that's a good pick.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on that, or Brady? Do you wanna continue?
I think I can go ahead and pick. I'm going for my best couple. I'm going When Harry Met Sally.
That was a top contender for me.
I actually just recently saw it for the first time a couple years ago, and I was just really, really taken by Billy Crystal. So
Yes.
wonderful, and that's Meg Ryan, right? I believe?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
Yes.
Just the whole road trip out to whenever they first meet each other, and just these people are just hate each other, but there's something about it that they can't deny, and just like the will they won't they aspect, they're pairing each other up with their friends, and I don't know, there's just something about it, the way that they can play off of each other, and just even something silly as the way they say peppers and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Just kind of gets me.
Billy Crystal's such an unexpected charmer in that movie, and every time I hear him, I can't help but think of Mike Wazowski, but I also
Maybe that should have been top.
yeah, I watched it for the first time a couple years ago too, and it was not what I expected it to be after hearing about it for so long. But I do agree with you. You just can't, even though these people they go through their ups and highs and lows together, you just can't help but root for them.
absolutely. And his sweater game is just on point.
So good. Sweaters are amazing.
The first time I went to New York, my girlfriend at the time wanted to be like, oh, we got to go to Cat's Deli because that's where they do that iconic scene. And I was like,
Yeah.
although I assumed that was the scene because from clips I'm like, oh, I'm aware of like that in particular scene, but not the rest of the movie. So I'm like, all right, let's watch this movie. And I was like, yeah, it was actually pretty good. Again, I also don't think when I think of rom-coms, I'm also thinking that both people are like really, really attractive and whatever. And Billy Crystal, I mean, fine, okay looking, but I wouldn't call him like a heartthrob or anything like that.
sure.
But I think that was also a little bit of the appeal. I'm like, hey, he's an everyday man, and it gets somebody cute like Meg Ryan. So, yeah. So Avery, you're next. What best couple?
I went 50 First Dates.
Ah.
Love 50 First Dates. There's just something about Adam Sandler's dedication in that movie,
Yeah.
and you just can't help but just really root for both of them, for her to find herself through this journey of, her memory loss and him just being a crazy great guy. I don't know. He's just fun. You just can't help it.
When you meet over waffle cabins, there's just something about
That I was about to say that was on my best meet cute.
Yeah.
She took it.
Oh no.
Sorry, I had to steal it.
So I gotta go to my number 2.
And also just in terms of like the plot, like what a horrible like position to put, get yourself in
Yeah.
as either the guy or the girl. It's just like but it's also I think one of the most like romantic movies.
Yeah.
But just dedication of sticking with it and
And he makes
what
it
have
funny.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really that perfect balance between like, yeah, it is super romantic because like one date and he's like, no, I'm sticking this through. Like he's like, I'm gonna make this happen, and it is really romantic, but also so funny. Sean Astin in that movie, oh my
Sean Astin's
gosh,
performance.
he's so good.
Yeah, absolutely. So Avery, with our second category being meet cute, you get the first choice.
I'm going 13 going on 30. I think it's kind of an interesting one because it's kind of the two meet cutes because they, are childhood best friends, but also coming back as an adult and they've parted ways, and her having that whimsy and bringing that whimsy back into his life. It's like she just pops into his life and then just totally changes it. So just love 13 going on 30. Love
a
Mark
good one.
Ruffalo.
I love Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo. Oh, man.
Man.
Come on.
He was
Perfect.
made for romance movies.
He's perfect. He's perfect.
This is a new surprise to me, especially since I first met Mark Ruffalo in Zodiac,
Oh,
right?
okay.
And I was like, oh yeah, like this guy's cool or whatever. And then he becomes the Hulk, and so
Yeah.
like I only know him as that. I'm like, is he like? Does he get the girls, and what have you? And apparently, yeah. Apparently, these
He does.
these gals like the Mark Ruffalos.
Yeah, there's an area. I don't know. This one, honestly, I hate to admit, it's in a blind spot for me. I have not seen this one, but
Oh, you
I
have
do enjoy
to.
some Ruffalo. I'm gonna
Yeah.
add this to my
Just like
list.
Kevin.
Yeah.
So good.
It has Jennifer Garner in it too.
Okay, I like Jennifer.
Jennifer Garner's great. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Great soundtrack. Just pivotal.
Okay.
All right, Brady, your favorite or your opinion of the best meet cute?
Best meet cute. This one is a little strange. I'm gonna go with Something's Gotta Give. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. I'm not talking about the couples that start at the beginning of the movie. I'm talking about Jack Nicholson having a heart attack and meeting Diane Lane for the first time. Because he's dating Diane Keaton's daughter and having a romantic getaway and gets surprised, and just something about the awkwardness and just, I don't know, it's just so funny. It's just really, really...
It's also
love
his
it.
character.
Yeah,
He's a funny guy.
exactly.
I find myself really liking all of Jack Nicholson's like rom-coms or romantic stuff. Like it's so solid, despite my first meeting him as the crazy guys and all every film that I love him in. So it's nice to see just the variety of what he's capable of doing, and just a totally believable person with whatever character he's choosing to play as.
And I'm pulling for him, but I'm also pulling for Keanu, at the same time. Like, handsome doctor going after Diane Keaton. Come on.
For me, my favorite and best meet cute, in my opinion, is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. One of, actually, in my top 3 of all time. I love, and has everyone seen it?
I haven't seen that.
Okay, so I won't.
No, I'll need to see it.
I won't spoil it too much, but they technically have 2 meetups,
Okay.
and I think, I mean, just from different points in their lives, but it's such a fantastic and a beautiful film by the end of it all, and I love that it's just a really unique concept as well. And since Molly, you haven't seen it, I can give you a
Yeah,
little
I'll
bit
have
of
to
what it's
watch
all
that.
about. But I don't know if you've ever been in a relationship where you're so angry at another person, you wish you never met them in the first place. Well, what if you could have surgery to have that done? But what if they did that to you first? So how does that feel?
What a
What does
wild
that go
concept.
through? Yeah, and Mark Ruffalo's in that too.
Is he?
Yes,
See?
so there you go. I get it. But it's a fantastic film. Highly recommend it. And that is my pick. Molly,
Right.
what's yours?
Okay, stick with me. While You Were Sleeping. Have you guys seen that movie? Oh my goodness,
Saw it
it's
on TBS
so
growing up.
it's so insane. It's Sandra Bullock. She falls in love. She's like a coin collector for the train that this guy takes like every day, and she falls in love with this guy just because they have those like 2-second interactions every day, and he falls onto the train tracks and she saves him and he goes into a coma. Well, she falls in love with her brother or his brother.
Oh.
And so their meet cute is like in the hospital, and she meets the whole family, and somehow the nurse accidentally tells the whole family she's the fiance. And so it's a really cute, crazy little story, but she ends up falling in love with the brother, which she never thought like she would. She had her mind set on this guy. So it's a ride.
And I apologize. What was it called again?
While You Were Sleeping.
While you're sleeping.
Because he's in a coma. It's a little weird, but it's Sandra Bullock, and it's so funny. Because the whole family is like, you're going to be his wife, and he has amnesia and doesn't remember anything, so...
Yeah. That's got to be hard, right?
Yeah, but she falls in love with the brother, and it's a great movie, and everyone ends up happy.
Nice.
Love some
Nice.
Sandra Bullock, too.
Yes.
Okay, well, Molly, you get the first choice for movie adaptation.
This is my number 1 movie of my whole life, Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, good one.
That is my absolute favorite movie. I think everyone should have a Darcy in their life.
Specifically, which Pride and Prejudice?
The one with Keira Knightley.
2005.
Yes, not the old. I do like the older one,
Yeah.
but there's something about the one with Keira Knightley in it. The mother, like, she portrays the part so well from the book. If you've ever read the book, she absolutely just nails that, like, stressed out mom who needs to get all her daughters married in one season, and it's so funny, and it's a good one.
Is it Donald Sutherland plays the dad?
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
so funny.
I
as
think
the dad.
everyone just nails
Yeah.
their parts in that, and like if you've read the book, it's just so spot on. They do a great job.
It was at the top of about every list that
Yes.
I was looking at before to prep for this, and I was like,
It's
I'm
my
gonna have to
absolute
watch that.
favorite.
You have to. It's like it's not even like some people are like rom-coms are like chick flicks. It's like it's just so timeless.
It
And like
is.
it's really a character piece. Everybody's just so strong and like perfectly
Yeah.
casted.
And even like when they're making fun of the guys, it's like it's written in the old timey like way. So if you're not paying attention, like you're not gonna get the joke.
Sure.
So it's not openly like, haha, that's funny, but there's a little bit like of snide comments that are like, that's funny.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to also just clarify that when we were doing movie adaptation, we kind of realized that there weren't a whole lot of like comedy and romance, so we kind of broadened it a little bit for just general romance. It just had to be adapted from another medium other than movies, and I took that at heart upon picking mine, and I chose Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yes, that's a good one.
That is based off of a comic book and video game series. Very, very stylized, Edgar Wright. and just a lovely story of trying to figure out what exactly do you want, what is what's really good for you, and how do you treat people, and what have you, and all under the weirdness that is that film. Yeah. Again, I don't really think Michael Cera is heartthrob material, but
I don't know. He kind of pulls it off in a few movies.
like in this film, you're just like, like I get it.
Yeah.
I had another Michael Cera rom-com on my list.
Okay, hint.
Earlier, I didn't use it.
Okay.
It was earlier. It was a backup, but
Yeah,
he's
I
making
mean-
his way. He's making rounds.
Yeah.
He's done
got
a
some good
few,
ones.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, like there's something.
Yeah.
Something about him.
There's something about Sarah.
That should be his documentary.
Yes.
All right, Brady, what is your movie adaptation pick?
None of you guys have touched any on my list, so I've got a couple to choose from here. I'm just gonna go for it. Legally Blonde.
That almost made my list.
Yeah, I've seen it a
Wow.
lot. I watched it growing up. My mom loved it.
Yes.
Brenda Spruance. Shout out to Brenda Spruance, big fan. Again, back to the Reese Witherspoon camp.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, there's something about it. It's just you can't help but root for her. She wants to do well, and she's got the dog Bruiser, I think. Jennifer Coolidge is so funny. But yeah, there's just something about it. I really enjoyed it. It's hard not to root for her, and yeah.
So good. Such a good one.
All right, Avery, what is your choice?
My choice was 10 Things I Hate About You, which is an
Yeah.
adaptation
that's
of
a
The
good one.
Taming of the Shrew by Shakespeare. I mean, you can't go wrong. It's such a kind of a movie of the times, but it just makes you feel so good when you're watching it. You know, I just feel like it's just one of those that never feels outdated, and you could always just kind of connect with it. And some point, Heath Ledger. I mean, do I need to say any more about that? I mean, Heath
No, you
Ledger.
don't.
Yeah.
That's one where he's going up and down the bleachers singing it.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the best scene.
Love that.
Can't take my eyes off
Yeah.
him. Yes, it's so good and just
Like, didn't we all want a guy to sing to us in a
Come-
stadium?
yeah,
I
come
mean,
on.
obviously.
Man, I must have missed out on that.
come
at
on.
the time. I
Pick
should've
up the
taken some
slack. Pick up
notes.
the
Coordinate
slack,
with the
guys.
whole
Come
band.
on.
Avery. Well, with our last category, we went with bittersweet. Any film that actually doesn't have the traditional happy ending, and whether they end as in they don't end up together, at least with your main characters, or if it actually has a really sad ending, just sort of adverts the expectation of what you would think of a romantic or a rom-com. What do you think?
Mine was Me Before You.
Stop. That's what I had on mine.
I'm so sorry I had to take it from
Now I
you.
have to pick a different one.
I mean, have either of you seen it?
I have
I
not.
can't say I have.
Well, if
Would
you
you
want
like
to
to-
cry for hours,
Would you like to know, or do you want to go in and have your heart dashed into a million pieces?
let her spoil it.
Yeah, I'd like to know what I'm getting into.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, all you need to know is a wealthy man is in a car accident and he becomes totally paralyzed from the waist down. And he was like a snowboarder, you know, totally active, party boy, and he goes through caretakers like crazy. And so this girl, she's like, I'm gonna like stick this out. I'm gonna do this job. And he's super crotchety and hard to get along with. And she's like literal sunshine. It's Sam Claflin and Amelia Clark.
Yeah, literally.
So
sunshine.
great, you know, and that's kind of just it, is her being like, hey, you can still like live your life and like be happy and find joy, and him being like, I refuse to be happy, and also I'm gonna make you miserable. But also them just kind of like really seeing each other when they don't have anybody that sees them for who they are in their lives. And I won't spoil the ending for you, but you will not make it out dry-eyed.
Oh boy.
It will dash you into the rocks for the
No,
rest.
I
my
remember
schedule.
the first time I watched that movie, I ended and I was like, I hate love and I hate
I
this
know.
movie.
I watched it and I was like, how dare you?
I know.
They don't even make something
Every
like
time I see the
this.
scene about the tights, I'm like, I'm done. I
I
can't.
know,
This
I know.
movie's stupid.
The tights.
Um,
It's great.
And I guess just in case for anyone who's watching this, and I mean, this potentially could be like spoilery. So we apologize if we spoil the movie for you, and maybe once the name is put out and you haven't seen
Yeah.
it, maybe end the video then. Move on to anything else on OzarksFirst.com.
Right.
But
This
yeah.
one will ruin you.
All right,
Get
Brady,
ready.
what is your bittersweet pick?
Oh, there's three that I really want to go with here. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. 500 Days of Summer.
Good
There's
one.
just, yeah, you know, you go through this entire journey with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zoe Deschanel, and just there's no way you get out of there without feeling a little gutted. You know,
Yeah.
there's a silver lining to it. There's hope and growth and stuff, but it's just as soon as I watched it, I was never able to forget about it. So as soon as I saw that this was a category, this was what
Yeah.
this was top of the list for me.
It was also my top list as well. Yeah, it's a fantastic film, and you know, I love Us.
Yes.
Yeah, great pick. Yeah, you definitely took that one from me, and I've got other picks here, but I think I will go with a movie called The Painted Veil with Edward Norton. Anybody familiar?
I don't think I've seen that. No.
Okay, Edward Norton and Naomi Watts. It's a kind of a period film, and basically, it is about a Naomi Watts is a cheater, and but she's forced to marry Edward Norton, and Edward Norton's a doctor, and they're dealing with cholera in another country. So you know, almost kind of out of spite, he moves them out of the UK,
Gotcha.
you know, to get away from the other guy, and basically, you know, they really don't like each other, and they're struggling because she feels like she's a prisoner, and he's just like, I'm gonna focus on my work, and so on and so forth. And as I told you, this is a romance, so you kind of see where it kind of goes.
Yeah.
And because you three haven't seen it, you know, I will say that it has a sad ending.
I know. I'm like, this category can't be good.
Yeah. So that being said, yeah, it's also a film that when I first saw it, really, really enjoyed it, and it kind of stuck with me. I'm like, man, that was just really, really good, and you know, it sticks with me, and I think it'll stick with you. So I recommend it as well. The Painted Veil, Edward Norton, Naomi Watts, and Liev Schreiber.
Nice.
Okay, and then our final pick, Molly. What is the bittersweet ending?
All right, you're gonna laugh, but I really love Titanic.
Oh,
Like, it's one of my favorites, and it's really unfortunate how it ends. Because
No one would have guessed that ending, though.
I know. I know.
Do you,
I mean, it might be fictional, but you
do
know.
you think there was room for both of them on the door?
Yes. You know what? He should have just went and got another door. I don't know.
Honestly,
I mean, there was plenty of doors.
plenty to choose from.
I don't know. It's not like he was freezing or anything. I don't know.
That's a classic. I think that's an absolutely great pick.
Yeah, I do love that movie. Just the way she's telling the story as an old woman, and then like how it takes you back, and like you get to kind of see through like start to finish their little love story, and it's just timeless, but it's really sad. And like if the story doesn't make you cry, the music's going to. So yeah, you're gonna end up crying eventually.
My only complaint with that movie is the amount of times that they have to say each other's names.
That is true.
Every scene, it's Jack, Rose, Jack, Rose, Jack, Rose. Like,
That's
come
true.
on, say hey, hey
is
you. You know, use a pet name, do something. But
And it reminds me of that scene, what movie where he's like, babe,
Hot Rod.
babe, babe. They should have just replaced one of the whole scenes with babe.
all right, so that's our official list. Before we release this and what have you, are there any honorable mentions that you're kind of hoping that we'd at least discuss a little bit about? Yeah, I'll throw it out there to you guys. Brady, you got any you thought, yeah, this could fit as well?
I definitely had a couple. Like for bittersweet ending, I also had like La La Land in there.
I
Yeah.
saw that, yeah.
You know, just them seeing each other at the very end is.
Yeah.
After you go on that journey, there's something about it. And then also, we had talked about Vince Vaughn earlier. I had The Breakup on my list.
That is a good one. That is very bittersweet.
Yeah.
When I first watched that movie, I didn't think it was going to end like a breakup.
Right.
You just don't think.
Exactly. It's like, surely this will work out.
Very giving in the title.
So I like that. Then there was also, I did also want to bring up The Big Sick. I liked The Big Sick. Big Sick a lot, and I thought that they had a pretty good meet cute, just heckling him while he's doing stand up, and then going and talking to her and stuff. I thought that was pretty great. What about you guys? Do you guys have any more?
You can go ahead.
I had the only one worth mentioning really is Pretty in Pink is one of my favorite movies, just because the best friend Ducky is in love with her, and the more she falls in love with, the rich guy, you're just like, oh, what about Ducky? And at the end, like the very end at prom, he sees the girl who's like waving at him and he's like, oh, wait, there's other girls besides this one I worship. And yeah, it's such a sweet ending. And it goes, goes back in time a little bit to kind of where, our parents were. I can say that because I know. But, yeah, it's like the old prom dresses and the dancing and just kind of seeing like the divide of rich people and poor people and like knowing they fall in love regardless of like what everyone thinks.
Who's the jerk in that? Is that Spader? Is that James Spader?
Yes, I'm pretty sure. Yes. And there's a rich jerk and it's just a good feel good movie. And they're like, we're going to be together no matter what. That's one of my favorites. And then one more I would mention, it's the movie I watch literally every time I'm sad or I get broken up with. He's Just Not That Into You. It just makes me feel better because there's so many weird stories going on at once. And the girl just, throughout the whole movie, the main girl, she keeps dating and keeps getting dumped. And she's just kind of a lot. And I feel like a lot of girls go through that where we're just like, we're so ready to find love that you just can become a lot. And then one day there's a guy who's like, it's not that much. You're okay. So it's just a sweet movie.
I had a couple. Throwing it back to Michael Cera, Juno.
Oh,
Yes.
I had to mention Juno. That was one of my favorite movies growing up. I loved Juno. And it's hard to kind of put under that romance category as much, which is why I struggle to place it.
Yeah.
But it's just so classic. And then The Holiday. Like what I
That
imagine.
is a good one.
I think that's like the quintessential rom-com. I mean,
Yes.
just cast is so stacked. The music is beautiful. I mean, you just really relate to them. They really paint themselves as just real people, which is a lot of fun. And then one little crazy one I threw in there was Hairspray,
Okay.
which was under my adaptations because I just love the love story between her parents. Christopher
that's
Walken
true.
as her dad and John Travolta as her mom. Notorious, Hairspray casting. So it's just such a fun movie. Zac Efron's great in it.
James Marsden's Corny Collins. Like, it's stacked.
Yes. Amanda Bynes.
Yeah.
It's like it's great. Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
Everybody's in there. Everybody's there. It's a fantastic
It's a good
movie.
cast.
Yeah. So.
I had a couple as well. In fact, actually, some of my favorite couples that were in the running: Groundhog Day, Clueless, and The Wedding Singer. And
You can't go
Yeah, The
wrong
Wedding
with
Singer is really
Barrymore,
good.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
That's great.
and I mean, obviously, it's both Sandler and Drew Barrymore. And I'm not sure which version between 50 First Dates and Wedding Singer, but they're pretty much pretty high up there in terms of. I mean, they just have great chemistry, and hence why they've done multiple ones together. So, yeah. All right. Well, as you guys can see, there's the list there, the official list, and we ask you guys at home, who had the best list? Give us a vote. Let us know who's going to win it, and the prize will go to the winner. And what is the prize? I don't know, a cookie or something?
Seems like a solid prize.
Yeah, I think so. So happy Valentine's Day, and we will see you guys at a later date. This has been the Cinema Slice for Molly, for Brady, for Avery. I'm Tony. We'll see you next time.